It's that time again.
It is that time again. If you've been around here for a while, you know that once a quarter we do a best of and we go through all of the recipes from the last quarter and we choose our top 5 so that you know our absolute favorites, the ones that we think that you have to make. Hey y'all, I'm Mandy, and this is Mandy in the Making. So whether you're new here or not, we do this once a quarter, and this one is for like July through September-ish.
I might have snuck an October in there. You just don't know. I think it is right. I think you're right. July through September.
Yeah, because we haven't had much in October. We missed that whole first week of
Something
October.
like a hurricane came through and like messed up stuff.
We haven't had a whole lot in October yet. So we've got 5, maybe 6 of our top recipes. I let this guy pick them out, and he said, I've got 6. I'm sorry.
I snuck one in there.
I'm sorry. But we're doing one kind of as a twofer, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But what we'll do is we'll just kind of work our way backwards from, I don't want to say least favorite because they're all our favorites, but from number 5 or 6 all the way to number 1.
Yeah, I mean, the top 4 are so close. They're all close. But the top 4, that was hard.
It really was.
And the top 2 are just, how in the world do you rank them?
Okay, so let's get started. We'll get there eventually. Let's get started with number 5, 6. I'll let you announce them.
Well, coming in at number 6 is the McRib-ish Sandwiches.
The sandwiches that we made that are somewhat like a McRib. They're really good.
Yeah.
Check those out.
How about a copycat McRib sandwich?
Ooh.
I ain't had a McRib in I can't tell you how long.
I haven't either. I don't know that I've ever had one.
Yeah.
So.
I like it all right. It ain't the best in the world, but we're going to make one that's better.
That's better. There you go.
We're going to make one that's a whole lot better.
We're using our ribs from Butcher Box.
That's right.
Yeah.
Butcher Box coming through. So I've already taken the membrane off.
Yes.
And I've patted it dry.
Okay.
Because the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make our dry rub, and then we're going to put the dry rub on this. This is a great recipe for like a Saturday before a football game, because you can get this all prepped up and put it in your slow cooker, because it's going to cook for about 4 hours. Or on Sunday morning, you could get up before church.
That's right.
And then have a good Sunday lunch. Let's get started. The first thing we want to do really is start preparing the dry rub. So you use whatever dry rub you want to. We're just going to make our own here. And I always like to start out with some brown sugar. So we're going to put a little over just a heaping cup really of, or heaping a quarter of a cup really of the brown sugar. And then we're just going to start layering in our favorite spices and herbs. And
what you got there?
That's garlic powder.
Got it.
So, about a tablespoon of that. We're going to add some chipotle to give it a good smoky flavor.
That's chipotle chili powder.
That's right, yeah. Chipotle chili powder. I guess I need to explain these a little better than I am, man. All right. Now this is just chili powder.
Okay.
All right. It's going to give it a little bite, some heat. We got that in there now. Maybe just a touch more. There we go. We're just doing it until it feels good. And then we're going to do some cumin till it feels right. Black pepper.
Whoa.
Whoa, there we go. That came out good, didn't it? All right, and then let me grab some salt real quick. All right, look here. We're going to mix it up real good.
Now, do we need to cut these in half?
We are going to cut them in half, but we're going to go ahead and rub this on there first.
Okay.
Cut it in half so we can get it to fit in the crock pot.
Right.
All right, now we got to test it. That's what you want. Right there. Now we're just going to rub it on. Cut this in half here with this pretty knife. Look at them, all them flowers on that knife right there. Let's see, what's about?
That's about half.
What you think?
Yeah.
Right there. There we go. There it is. All right, we're going to put it on high for 4 hours.
Okay, we'll see y'all a little bit later, and we'll have a few more steps to go.
I was supposed to add a half a cup of water. I don't think you really need to add a half a cup of water.
We're going to.
But that's what the thing says. So we're going to add a half a cup of water down in the bottom of this thing.
There we go.
Pop the lid back on it, and now everybody can sleep soundly at night.
Today's video is kindly sponsored by Butcher Box. We have been getting Butcher Box for, I think, 3 or 4 years now, and I never want to go back. And what I mean by going back is I don't want to go back to the store to have to look for our meat and know that I'm not getting the great quality that I would get from ButcherBox. We are entering into the holiday season, and as you know, grocery stores get a little crazy around the holidays, and a lot of times it's really hard to find exactly what you're looking for. That's where ButcherBox comes in. They give you the peace of mind knowing that you are getting the highest quality, and by that I mean 100% grass-fed beef, free-range organic chicken, pork, raised crate-free, and wild-caught seafood. And not only are you getting this, but it's coming right to your door. It's already frozen, so you just bring it inside, open up the box, put it in your freezer. You can either do a curated box where they pick the cuts of meat for you, or you can do a custom box, which is their most popular. With the custom box, you have over 25 cuts of meat that you can choose from, and each time you get a box, you can change it up. You're not getting the same thing every single time. I also love that you can kind of manage when your delivery comes to your door. So if you're not in need of a box quite yet, you can go in and manage all of that so it will come exactly when you need it. Shipping is always free, which is a huge bonus. And once you become a member, you'll get access to exclusive member deals. They'll have limited edition items. There's so much more than just their regular cuts of meat, so you have a lot to choose from. So if you're interested in trying ButcherBox, just use my link below, and they're doing a really cool offer right now. It's the first time they've ever done this. They are doing a Thanksgiving choose your offer. Usually for Thanksgiving, they did a free turkey as their promo, but right now you can go in and choose which offer you would like. You can get a free 10 to 14 pound whole turkey, which is what I chose, an 8-pound spiral ham, or a 5-pound boneless turkey breast in your first box. And if you are watching this within the first week that I've posted this video, if you use the code MANDY20, you're gonna get $20 off of your first box. So use the link below and you can choose one of those 3 to come free in your first box. We've had their whole turkey before, and I can say with confidence that it was amazing. I'm looking forward to cooking this one for Thanksgiving this year. So use that link below, go choose your offer, and enjoy ButcherBox. What's so funny?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just laughing.
Laughing.
We've come to the end of the 4 hours, and it's time to take these out of the crock pot, and we're gonna let them cool off. So let's jerk these jokers out of here. Oh boy, it's been smelling good. Let's see if we can get a hold of them. Look at that, what's under? Let's slide this a little closer here, and we're gonna zap them right over here.
Uh-oh, that one's falling. Better go quick.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
There we go.
Our house smells so good. So how long are we gonna let these cool for?
About 5 or 6 minutes. You know, we won't let them cool until they're cool enough for us to be able to handle them, because we're gonna pull the bones out of them.
Okay.
So we'll be back here in just a few minutes. They are nice and cool, so we're gonna start taking the bones out of them.
And it is not hard to do.
Look at that, that just comes
Look
right
at
over there.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
All right, so he's gonna do that.
When you're taking your bones out, sometimes there might still be a little bit of a bone or kind of a piece of cartilage or something like that left over. So just make sure that you go back through with a fork and kind of test it and make sure there's nothing hard, because we want to get all of that out. We don't want to be biting down on that in our sandwich, that's for sure. All right, we've got all the hard pieces, or at least we think we got all the hard pieces out of there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to run our knife through these real good, really chop them up, and this will also reveal any other hard pieces that we might have missed. Really want to get all through this good. All right, we're doing good here. We're about to get to the end of this. Okay, that looks really good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our pork and start putting it in this bowl. All right, now barbecue sauce. Of course, you can make your own barbecue sauce, or you can get some whatever store-bought brands you enjoy. We like this Sweet Baby Ray's, and this is the sweet and spicy. Oh man, it is so good. Highly recommend that. But this is something that we've recently had, and it is really good. It's this Vidalia onion sriracha barbecue sauce. So we're gonna go in with that first, so we need to use up the rest of it. So we're just gonna go right in with this, and then we're gonna mix it up. All right, we're gonna go ahead and turn our oven on broil and get that preheated, because we're going to go in with our barbecue here in just a moment. Okay, while our oven is set to broil and is preheating I should say, we're going to go ahead and put this out on our baking sheet. We've lined this with some aluminum foil just to make the cleanup a little easier. I better get all of it. Grandma'll be mad. All right, we got all of it out. We're gonna go in here and separate this out into 3 sandwiches.
So this is the ones that we used for, what did we use? Oh, for Philly cheesesteaks. And we still had 3 left over, so that's what we're gonna use tonight for our kind of makeshift McRibs.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put a little bit more barbecue sauce on each one of these loaves. Rib meat. Man, that looks good. And we're just gonna kind of spread it out a little bit here. All right, when we get ready to prepare our sandwiches, we're gonna need some coleslaw, and we have some leftover coleslaw from the other night, so we're gonna use our leftover coleslaw. And I'm gonna have some raw onion on top of my sandwich. And some pickles too. We're gonna put some pickles on there as well. So let's go ahead and chop this onion up and get it ready. You want any of this onion?
I don't want any raw onion.
All right.
Cole probably will though.
All right, so we're gonna put these in the oven under the broil for, I don't know, 5 or 6 minutes or so. We just wanna watch it because we want the barbecue sauce to caramelize on top. Adds a little extra something or another. Oh yes, look at them babies. Well, I said 5 minutes, but it actually took 10 minutes
It did.
to get a real good caramelization on there. Y'all, it's time to plate up. It's time to eat.
It's time to eat.
We're just gonna grab this here hoagie and take a big bite.
What was that look for?
I don't know. You just don't know, never know what's gonna happen.
No, you
All right,
don't.
look, we're gonna take a big old bite.
Well, just do it. Don't talk about it. Just do it.
Wow. Oh man, that is good.
Good.
Delicious. Just melt in your mouth, barbecue flavor, spiciness of the slaw that we put on there. A little bit of the onion flavor now, the pickles. Oh man, this is like way better than any McRib anybody could ever have.
Oh, for sure.
That's amazing.
What's happening over there?
It's a little too good.
Y'all, it's been 2 minutes. Look how much he has left.
I just
now,
started.
a good bit fell off
Yeah.
because it's messy, but good job. All right. So I'm going to say that this is a winner then for both of y'all.
That is amazing. I don't think you could go wrong with any slaw, whether it's mustard, mayonnaise based, or what
Yeah.
we did here with the lime juice and the
Yeah.
honey and stuff. It is amazing. It is amazing.
Well-
that is delicious. I love it.
I'm going to dig in. I'll be back. Just make this. This is unreal. The rib meat is just so tender and just flaky and falling apart. It's also so juicy because it has all of that barbecue sauce on it. From that dry rub, we've got all those seasonings going on. And then with the coleslaw, it was a spicy slaw. And then we did the hot and spicy pickles on top too. Y'all, it's so good. You've got to make it. So we have a little segment that we try and remember and do pretty often called the commentator segment. This is our commentator. And he goes in and he reads comments. But instead of comments this time, we thought we would share some of the sweet and amazing gifts and cards that we have received since Gracie Lou has passed. You want to just show them that stack right there. You can't even really see. Look how many cards. And this is not even all of them, y'all. And the number of gifts that we have gotten.
Yeah.
My goodness. Y'all are just the sweetest and kindest.
Kindest
Yes.
people.
Just to reach out and find my P.O. box and send us something in honor of Gracie Lou. It's just been
Very touching.
very, very touching. So we thought we would read a couple of the cards here and show you a couple of the gifts that have come in. This is by no means all of them. So if you have sent us something, I'm hoping to get a thank you card out very, very soon to you. Just know that we have a lot to write, but we will be sending those out. So let's share the first one with you. This one comes from Terry. And Terry handmade this card. And it says, "Sorry for your loss." And I won't read the entire thing. But basically she said she understands what it's like to lose a pet and for them to be family. She said that she has a golden retriever, Abby, who is a service dog, but she's very much just like Gracie. She's her best friend and she just absolutely loves her and can't imagine losing her. So she wrote a very sweet card and sent this to us. And I love, it says, "Handmade with love." It has a little stamp on the back and it has her name. So thank you so much, Terry. Terry is from Georgia. Okay, from that same video,
Yep,
right?
same one.
It was the same video as the McRib-ish Sandwiches comes number 5.
which is the pork tacos with cilantro lime slaw.
That cilantro lime slaw is what made them.
That was delicious.
Oh my goodness. My mouth is watering just thinking
know.
about it. I kind of want to make them
Tacos
again.
tonight?
Yeah. All right, so y'all check that out. We're gonna have pork tacos, but there's nothing too different about that. We're gonna make a slaw to go on top. It's a mayo-free slaw. It is a cilantro lime slaw. Let's do it. We are using the help of the grocery store today, and instead of getting a whole head of cabbage and just doing it myself, which is fine, I can do that, and I have done that, we got already shredded cabbage, so we're gonna use that. If you have a salad spinner, you're gonna use that. If not, just use a colander for this next step. But we're gonna put this in here, and we're doing something to it that I don't quite understand, but I'm sure there is a method to the madness. I'm only gonna do about half the bag because we don't need that much. So we're gonna toss our cabbage with about, I don't know, a teaspoon and a half of salt, a good bit of salt. We're gonna rinse this off in a little while, but we're gonna let this sit for about 30 minutes. So let's toss that in there. And in that 30 minutes, we're gonna come back in here and continue to toss it in the salt. Okay, while we wait on this to just sit for 30 minutes, let's put it to the side, and we're just gonna chop up our other ingredients. I'm not making the entire recipe, so I don't quite need as much cilantro as it called for, but I've got this cilantro. I'm just going to run my knife through it really quickly. Okay, I went in and got my some onions or some scallions off of my garden. We're just gonna add these in. And this is a jalapeno from our garden. It is very ripe and we need to use it, so I'm glad we're using it for this recipe. Seeds or no seeds?
I'm saying leave them in there.
Okay, we will.
We're going dare to try.
So I'm just gonna put the lid on this and we're gonna stick it in the fridge while we're still waiting on the cabbage to do whatever it's doing in the salt. Okay, it's been 30 minutes. This has definitely wilted in the salt. And I came in here every 10 minutes or so and just kind of tossed it around. Now we're gonna rinse it and then we're gonna spin it dry. Okay, we're gonna make our dressing for the slaw. So we need a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. We're gonna use, I don't know if we'll use the entire lime, but we're gonna use some fresh lime juice. And then I've got some honey here. We're just gonna use about a teaspoon of this, maybe a little less since I'm not making the full amount. And let's see if I can get that to mix in there with it. So let's just assemble our slaw. We need all of our cabbage. That's good and dry now. Then we've got our cilantro, our scallions, and our jalapeno. If you want to add celery, you can do that. I just didn't want to add the celery. And then on top, we're just going to pour our dressing. Okay, let's just toss that together. And we'll just pop this in the fridge until we are ready to top our tacos with this. Let's smell it first because that's the first rule, right? You have to smell it. Stop it right now. That smells good. Oh my gosh, babe, that's gonna be so good on our tacos.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So we've got a very hot pan. We're gonna add in our ground pork. While we wait on this to brown, Stephen's gonna start on some guac. So he's gonna add some sour cream to our guac. We've got some chopped red onion and some freshly chopped garlic. Got some lime juice going in. Oh yeah, and then plenty of salt. So Stephen got a little excited and really chopped up a lot of garlic, and we had too much garlic for the guac, so we're just gonna add this garlic in with the ground pork because why not? I'm gonna let that cook for about a minute, and then we're gonna throw in some taco seasoning and some water just like normal. So normally I make my own taco seasoning, but I had one of those stand and stuff taco kits, and it came with this seasoning, so we're just gonna use that. And then I'm gonna throw it over here because, you know, we need a little extra seasoning on the
Make a little
stove
mess every now and again.
every single time I cook. And let's add in our water.
Oh,
What's wrong, old man?
my legs are sore.
We've been doing a lot of working out lately, and we're pretty sore all the time.
I've been running the hog. All right.
What?
I'm excited.
You should be. Time to eat. Oh, let's move this. They can't see you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Do it.
We're just gonna dive in. Okay.
You are so goofy. That's right.
Wow.
I love you.
That's amazing. I mean, there is so much to talk about.
We'll talk about it.
It's like the texture because of the guacamole.
Yeah.
And that fantastic flavor of the guacamole.
Yeah.
And then you've got the pork filling. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can like literally taste all the layers in this.
Okay.
And then the slaw
That's law, though.
is just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it really is good. It's hot.
It's
but
hot,
good.
but it's spicy. It's got this.
I'm hoping
You
that
got the
with
cilantro in there. You got the citrusy flavors, right?
Sure.
And then just a you can tell that it's kind of You know, it's balanced out because of the honey that you put in there.
Okay.
Really good.
Does the guac help kind of cool all of that down so it's
Yes.
not overpowering?
Yeah,
That's what I was
it's
kind of
so
hoping for.
smooth.
Yeah.
It is so smooth. This is really good.
Okay.
Highly recommend this. And I love the crunchy shell.
Yes, the stand and stuff shells
love
are
it.
so nice. All right, that's great. I'm so happy that you're happy, but I'm gonna eat, so
Yeah.
I'll be back. The layer of guac on the bottom. Now I haven't gotten any of the slaw yet because I was a little bit of a chicken when I made mine because I tasted it beforehand and my mouth was on fire. So let me get another bite. These are the best tacos we've ever made at home.
I mean, they are delicious.
Wow.
That's incredible. It really is amazing.
All three, he's not kidding. You can taste all three layers. They're very different from each other.
Yeah.
But man, if they don't mesh well.
Yeah. Really good. Now I'm getting some of the heat from the slaw right now.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, y'all make this.
Yeah. All right, you got one in here that I might be able to read.
I don't know.
I've read most of them, or she's read them to me.
Okay, so this one, you can just read that part.
Yeah. So this is from Cynthia, who is a fan of the YouTube channel.
That's what it says. Yes.
The loss of a pet is devastating. Sending love and support to you and the family.
So she had this made through Etsy. She bought it through Etsy. It says Gracie Lou, and it has 2004 to 2024 on there. So this will for sure be hanging on our Christmas tree this year.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
That is beautiful.
I love it. So thank you, Cynthia. Thank you so much.
All right, man.
These top four, it's ridiculous. All of them are our favorites.
You have got to try these.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 4, the best and easiest mac and cheese.
This was a subby supper.
Hands down, that lives up to its name.
It does. We have made so many mac and cheeses over the years. And I mean, mac and cheese, you can't really go wrong with that. But this one is the best.
Yeah.
And it is the easiest. You have got to make it. Check it out. This is the best mac and cheese. So I've made several the best mac and cheeses over the years, and this one comes from Bailey. Bailey sent this in back in 2022. I was just going through all of the different subby suppers and I found this one. She labels this as the best and easiest mac and cheese. Bailey is a registered nurse working in the OR in Brandon, Mississippi. At the time that she sent this in, she had just lost her beagle Grace, and they had just gotten a new kitten named Fitz. So that kitten is now at least a couple of years old. She said that I, at that time, had made a mac and cheese that was labeled the best, so she tried it, and she said while it was great, it didn't beat her dad's mac and cheese. She said she takes this to family gatherings. It does make a good bit, which is why I chose to make it today on Sunday. I can send some home with some of our small group members. I've got the recipe printed here. It does look very easy, so we're gonna give it a shot. I hope that I understand all of the directions correctly. Let's do it. Very important to the instructions. She said that you can use a ceramic or glass dish, but it doesn't come out as great as when you use an aluminum pan. She said she uses a 10 by 14. This one is a 13.5 by 9 5/8. It's a lasagna pan. I got it from my grocery store. I'm gonna wash this really quickly and we're gonna assemble everything. All right, to get started, we need to preheat the oven to 375. Now we just throw everything in here. I've got an entire box of elbow macaroni. You need 16 ounces. You need 16 ounces of shredded Colby Jack cheese. You also need 16 ounces of, let me turn this around, cheddar cheese, sharp cheddar. I got the creamy melt because I love that one and it melts so good. A lot of cheese. Before we put in our liquid, I need to go melt this half a stick of butter. We have 3 cups of milk. We need 2 cups of heavy cream, which is this entire container. And then we have this half a stick of butter that we melted. Now we just mix all of this together. I mean, she's right. This is the easiest mac and cheese. You just dump it all in here. Oh, I also need to add some salt and pepper, so let's do that too. It just says salt and pepper to taste, so I'm just guesstimating here. It does not say to cover. So we're gonna stick it in the oven just like this for 1 hour at 375. Okay, it has been an hour. It's gotten kind of brown, not brown, but it's crisping up on top for sure. It smells cheesy, I will give it that. And I have to say, about halfway through, I thought, was I supposed to cover it? But she didn't say to cover it, so here we are. When I make sure all of our noodles have cooked. I joined him outside and did a workout while it was in the oven. He's already come in and taken his shower. I haven't taken my shower yet, so I apologize. But I've already tasted it. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm gonna tell you what, it looks like some sure enough authentic macaroni and cheese, like the kind that you find around a very southern table. I must admit.
Careful, it's very hot.
I can tell.
Yeah.
That cheese looks like it's about like lava.
It is. I wanted to test it to make sure that the macaroni had cooked all the way through. There are a few pieces on the top that didn't cook as much.
Oh my goodness. Oh, wow.
Did you get a crunchy macaroni
I
in there?
did, but it's okay.
Yeah, there's not many. There's just...
I think I only broke two or three teeth, so I'm all right. It's no big deal. I've got more teeth. No, but this is delicious. There's some ranch dressing in there, ain't there? Some kind of a flavor is going on up in here.
just milk and cheese and salt and
Oh
pepper.
my gosh. Wow.
Y'all.
Creamy, cheesy, flavor, like massive flavor in this macaroni. This is the best macaroni and cheese we've ever had. I mean, I'm just telling it like it is.
Get over here. You're off camera.
Look, I can't help it. You don't slide it that way every day. I know. After about 500 times, I ain't learned it. I don't know how.
You're so mean. So this is the best?
It is really good, sweetheart. Bailey,
Bailey.
you done did it. You brought us the best. Bailey's best macaroni and cheese. Is there egg in this?
There's a half a stick of butter in it.
I'm not mad.
He just burned all his calories so he can eat this.
I got them all back.
It ain't low fat, that's for sure. Y'all.
No.
Okay.
That's one of them go-backers. You don't go back more.
I will have...
Because you'll be...
Well, you better not go back more. It's not good for you.
Doctor be mad at you.
Yeah. You definitely need to make this for a big crowd, but I will agree with Bailey. This was the easiest mac and cheese I've ever made. And oh my stars. Yeah, it's good. Okay, another couple of gifts from Angela. Angela sent a Christmas ornament, and I'm pretty sure I grabbed the right one. Some of these are getting jumbled together in there. So I'm pretty sure this is the correct one from Angela. This says Forever Loved Gracie Lou, and it has her years on there. I love that it has the little heart, the halo, and the angel wings.
Yeah.
It's so cute. And she also sent me this really cute figurine of a girl holding a cat. I absolutely love this. Thank you so much, Angela. She just said, I also sent, this came from Amazon, so it's like a little Amazon gift notice. It says, I also sent the Christmas ornament. I adore your channel, from Angela. So thank you so much.
All right.
All right,
Here we go.
This is our twofer, kinda. Both number 3 and number 2 are very similar, and you'll see what we're talking about. So this is kind of how we snuck an extra one in there.
Yeah. And I know that a lot of you guys wanted to make this one based on the comments that came in. But at number 3, the Salisbury steak meatballs.
They're so good.
Easy, delicious, comfort food, amazing flavors.
Put this on your meal plan for the next week. Check these out. We are making Salisbury steak meatballs in the crock pot. I'm using pre-made meatballs. You can definitely make your own, but just to make it even easier, I'm going the frozen route and serve it all over mashed potatoes. It's a winner. Now, when we think about Salisbury steak, we think about really soft onions to go with it. This recipe does not call for onions. That's a no-go in my house, so we're adding onions to the mix. I'm just gonna thinly slice these into rings. So I'm gonna place the rings on the bottom of our crock pot. That was all the chopping that I have to do for this recipe, which is really nice. Next, you need a bag of frozen meatballs. This is a 26-ounce bag. You don't have to worry about thawing them out, just they go in frozen. I used the help of pre-cut mushrooms. Those are going in. Something I forgot to grab out of the fridge before getting started was the Dub sauce. Gonna add in just a couple of teaspoons of that. A little bit of garlic powder, not a lot. The same with onion powder, just a little bit. Now we need to do 2 packs of brown gravy mix. I did get the 30% less sodium since we're doing 2 packs. I thought that might be helpful, but let's mix this together. And so I think at the end of the day, this gravy will be kind of watery and that is not ideal for what we want. You could definitely leave it that way. However, I'm gonna do like a cornstarch slurry at the end of the day. Now we're just gonna pour this over our meatballs. That's it, y'all. I mean, it doesn't get much easier than that. We are gonna cook this on low for about 4 to 5 hours. My house smells so good. It has been cooking all day. I have some, can you see it over there? Green beans on the stove. I just made a dessert. I also popped some sourdough rolls in the oven from Wild Grain. We're gonna have a feast, but first we need to check on the gravy situation. Whew, that's gonna fog y'all up. Yep. You're welcome. That's how we do around here. Okay. Yeah, that's a really thin gravy. Okay, so I got all our gravy out. There's not a whole lot. If I'm being real honest, I don't feel like that's enough. So I'm gonna add a little extra beef broth to this and the cornstarch slurry just so that we have plenty. So I have a bone to pick with you. When I showed you the stove and I showed that I was making green beans, why did you not tell me, hey Mandy, you need to start the potatoes? I don't know how I thought we were gonna have mashed potatoes if I didn't make them. So I'm taking the gravy over to the stove and I'm like, wait a second. So I had to pause. And now we have green beans, potatoes, and then the gravy is sitting back behind the potatoes. I will not thicken that up quite yet. We gotta wait on those potatoes to come up to a boil. What happens when you try to do all the things? Something falls through the cracks. Every time. We've got green beans that are pretty much done. These only have 30 more seconds or so. So I'm about to drain those. This has come up to a bubble back here. This is our gravy. I added about a half a cup to 3/4 a cup of beef broth. And I'm about to make my cornstarch slurry. I've got a couple of tablespoons of cornstarch here. I'm gonna add 2 to 3 tablespoons of water and we'll add it right over here to thicken it up. Okay, so let's see if we can get this to thicken up. It's come up to a boil. It should just take 10 to 30 seconds and then I'll just take it off the heat. Sometimes when I don't feel like using bacon, I just use bacon grease in our green beans, which is exactly what I did today. What is that noise? It sounded like, what's his face on Lord of the Rings? Gollum?
Oh, how do you know Gollum?
I've watched Lord of the Rings. You made me.
I did.
Okay.
Meatball.
Meatball.
Here we go.
Do it.
That is really
Does
good.
it taste like Salisbury steak?
It does.
Good.
Tastes exactly like strawberry cake. Salisbury steak.
We're having strawberry cake later, so you're in luck on both sides. You're getting Salisbury steak and strawberry cake.
This is really good. I mean, how easy.
I know.
You didn't have to do anything to the meatballs.
No.
You just put them in there.
Right. It was so easy.
This has to be, I mean, this is exactly like Salisbury steak.
I'm so glad. If you wear glasses, tell me, do you take them off when you eat? I can't stand to have my glasses on when I eat. Number one, if it's something hot, it fogs them up. But number two, I don't know if it's just the motion of my face, like it makes them kind of slide down on my nose. I have to take them off. So tell me below, do you do that too?
I need to be wearing my glasses more often.
Yes, you do.
I'm walking around like, what is that?
Right.
You don't crumple up your napkin.
I ain't as messy as you.
I always crumple up my napkin in my hand like that.
Like father, like son.
Yeah, my dad and napkins is not good. Well, I'll tell my story someday. Okay.
Man, this is
And the
good.
mushrooms. Yeah, the mushrooms in here as well. Mm-hmm. Very good.
The mushrooms and the onion. You know the recipe didn't even call for the onions? I know, right?
Good job.
How can you have Salisbury steak without having onions? I don't understand. I'm gonna be real honest. I don't normally love frozen meatballs because the texture can kind of be funny on some of them. But this particular brand is really good.
Every meal ought to have gravy.
True story. I feel like a lot of meals that are just like, meh. You put gravy on it, it's a whole new story. And then we have one more card. It came with a gift as well, but I picked this out because the card just, I love it so much. It says, cats make their way into your heart, and that's where they'll live forever. So sorry for your loss. This is from Yvette. I think I'm saying that right. She wrote a very long little note in here, but it says, she tugged at my heartstrings from the moment I laid eyes on her. Us too. I miss my girl, but she sent me this little figurine that has the angel wings, and she's holding the cat, and it's just so cute. Yeah. And this has been already, it's sitting on my desk right next to a picture of Gracie Lou. So I love it. So thank you, Yvette, for sending us that. But we could stand here for over an hour and go through all of these cards and all of the gifts that you guys have sent, and we just cannot thank you enough. Your kindness does not go unnoticed. We love y'all so much, and we thank you for sharing in our grief. It's been a very tough time, and most of us know what it's like to lose a pet. A pet is definitely a family member, but just to know that we have that support has been very comforting. It's been a very lonely time without her here, but getting things like this, cards, emails, comments, all of that, y'all are just the best. So thank you.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so number 3 was the Salisbury steak meatballs. Number 2 is another kind of meatball.
Right, and for that one, you got to go to Mississippi. It's the Mississippi meatballs.
Y'all, that one was a huge hit in this house.
Yeah, it was incredible.
I mean, my goodness.
The fact that Mississippi pot roast flavor is just packed in those meatballs. Every bite is just, my
mouth is
amazing.
watering. It's getting close to dinner time as we're filming this, so this is making me very hungry. But check out the Mississippi meatballs. I have found that I really like this brand of frozen meatballs. They're not all created equal. Rosina, I guess is how you say this. Very good. So we're going to dump this into our crock pot. So we've got a half a cup of water in here. I've got some pepperoncinis. I don't have whole pepperoncinis. I have the sliced ones, which is going to be fine. But we need about 1/4 cup of this juice added. We're going to add in our au jus gravy mix. We also need to add in you can add in a ranch pack if that's what you have, but I'm going to do about 2.5 tablespoons of that. Just going to whisk that together, and we're going to pour this over the meatballs. I am going to place our butter on top. It calls for a whole stick of butter, but I'm not going to do quite that much. I think I'm going to do like a half a stick of butter. Now we're going to add in our sliced pepperoncinis. If you have whole ones, that's what it calls for, so put in like 8 of them. I'm just going to put a good amount in here. We love the flavor of this. We're just going to cover this, and we're going to cook it on low for 3 to 4 hours. We're going to come in and stir it about every 30 minutes. All right, y'all, we have started on dinner. I just filmed this for a short, so if you've never seen my green bean recipe before, I'll try and remember to link that below, but you can also watch the short for that. So we've got green beans going, and then we're tag teaming it over here. He is chopping the potatoes, and I am peeling the taters, and I'm slacking on my job, so I'll be back. Why do you make fun of me constantly?
I can't help it.
Because it's so easy, huh?
I can't help it. This is my favorite pastime. I mean, I would not be doing my husbandly duties if I were not
making fun of me. I
mean,
know.
It's part of the job description.
I know. Well, my job description was to peel the taters, and you took that over.
Took over because you were slacking. I mean, and plus, there's nothing better and more appropriate than a tater.
Peeling a tater. That's right. Mm-hmm. While he is finishing that up, I wanted to chat really quickly about Gracie's last moments. If you've never heard of Lap of Love, we highly recommend checking them out. She was able to be here in our arms, here at the house, no stress. It was the most peaceful way to say goodbye to our girl. So I'm not going to go into more detail than that, but just look up Lap of Love. I will link them below. Just look them up and see their services. It was absolutely peaceful. All right. Let's turn these on. Get those going while this reduces down. And
uh-oh, I showed the pantry.
Steve,
Uh-oh.
we've only got like half an hour left anyway. And we've been coming in here and stirring these every 30 to 45 minutes.
I've only eaten 5.
I've already added some salt. I'm going to add some garlic powder. We've got butter in there. Let's add some pepper because we like pepper. Sour cream. Heavy cream. I'm going to go in and mash these just a little bit before I turn this on.
I like your top knot.
Thanks. Stop.
I'm excited about
I
this.
know.
I'm really excited. This looks really
Cole
good.
said as soon as he smelled the Mississippi meatballs, his mouth watered. So that's a good sign.
All right, here we go. Without further ado.
Okay.
Oh man. Wow.
I knew that would happen.
You put it in, you get, you get a little hint of the Mississippi pot roast flavor, right? Mm-hmm. And then you bite into that meatball. It just fills your mouth. Spicy.
Good.
Peppercini flavor that's in there as well.
Yeah.
Really good. Au jus sauce really gives it a hearty, comforting, comfort food, vibe to it.
I'm so glad.
Potatoes, yes. Yes, this is tremendous.
I love that it's frozen meatballs. I'm just glad that we have found the brand of frozen meatballs that we like.
That is amazing.
I'm so glad.
That is amazing.
I'm so glad.
I think I don't know.
What were you about to
I
say?
don't know. It might be a little bit better than the pot roast.
Stop it.
I mean, it's really good.
All right. Well, I need to try
Lots
it.
of good flavor packed into those meatballs. It's like a Mississippi pot roast flavor explosion.
Explosion. Extravaganza. All right. It's my turn. Yeah.
Isn't that delicious?
Stop it right now.
Isn't that good?
No, that's great.
Yeah. Soft texture of the meatball and then
You stop it.
just the Mississippi pot roast flavor.
You know what we need to do?
What's that?
I'm sure it's been done. A Mississippi meatloaf.
Let's do it.
That's coming up.
That's
Stay
got to
tuned.
happen.
We've got to do that. But,
Yeah.
oh my goodness. And then the green beans, because we know they are the best.
Oh, we know.
They're just so good. Oh my goodness. This is comfort food at its finest. Yeah.
All right, here it is.
Number one.
This is
Can
number
you
one.
guess what number one is? Pause the video if you think you know what number one is from the last quarter. What did we talk about the most and what did we really go nuts over? If you can guess it, just put that below and we'll see who all can guess it. But number one.
Without further ado, number one, Mississippi burgers.
The burgers, though. And this
Yeah.
one came from the Bunkies.
Yes.
Jessica O'Donoghue here on YouTube. Little plug. If you've never checked out her channel, please go check out her channel. We love them. She is one of my closest friends. But her and her bunkie came up with this recipe.
And now I'm burnt forever.
We're burnt.
I'm burnt. I'm going to have to make these from now on.
Every time we make hamburgers, they're going to be
it
Mississippi
is
burgers.
unbelievably good.
They're
You gotta
so
try it.
good. So check out that recipe. Mississippi burgers. So if you're familiar with the Mississippi pot roast, you're going to take those flavors and put them in a burger. Let's do it. Now.
Hello.
All right, so you've got a spoon there.
Yep.
We're going to do about a tablespoon. We've got a pound of meat here. Oh, that's a lot. That's a heaping tablespoon. Let's do less than that.
I'm not afraid.
I am.
I am not scared.
Okay, you just did it anyway.
I'm not scared.
All right, so a tablespoon of ranch seasoning. We're going to do a tablespoon of au jus seasoning, or 4 like you do.
Is that better?
That's a little better. Okay. And then we need a tablespoon of the peppercini juice. Just the juice, yeah.
Okay, we're going to have to.
There you go. Perfect.
All
All
right.
right, mix that up.
Okay, we'll do it.
Do it to it. Okay, while he mixes that up, I am gonna mix up something else. To go on our buns, we are making this spicy mayo. So I've got a little bit of Duke's mayonnaise in there, just a little bit of this juice, and then some black pepper. We're gonna whisk that together, and that's gonna go on our hamburger buns. So we've got that ready. Now we're gonna get our sweet tater fries ready. You gonna peel them, or you just gonna do it like that?
Oh, we need to peel. We need
Yeah.
to peel. You're right. We need to peel.
We do need to peel.
I peel so good. Where's my peeler?
Right in front of your face.
Oh, I'll use that one until we find the other one.
Okay, you do that. All right, we've got 3 sweet taters that we're gonna peel. What did you say?
I said, you're my sweet tater.
I am your sweet tater.
All right.
While he's peeling those, I'm going to go ahead and preheat our air fryer to 400.
We just want to cut down in there and lay them flat. Look
Yeah.
at that. We just want to be able to.
You ain't laying it flat.
Wait just a second.
Still ain't laying it flat.
You got to wait a second. Don't be sliding. Look at them.
Them is some big ones. Okay,
That
I was
right
going to
there,
say.
honker right there. We're gonna have to take care of that.
All right. I'm going to let him finish this up. Got this ready. We're going to be cooking our burgers inside today on the griddle. All right. We've got these going in. We're going to toss them in some seasonings and some olive oil. Okay. We've got some garlic powder going in.
All right.
We've got some smoked paprika going in. And a little bit of dried parsley. We're just going to toss all that together.
Salt and pepper. We got to put
Oh,
salt.
salt. Forgot the salt. You
Don't
can't do
forget
that.
the salt.
Toss those together.
You just want me to do this so your hands wouldn't get dirty.
You are correct. We've been together how long? You know me.
24 years.
We've been
We've
married.
been together longer than that.
Yeah, we've been married 24 years, but we've been together 26 years.
Some of that don't count. You don't know nobody until you marry them, until you live with them.
That's true. You know what? We met Labor Day weekend, 98, and it was just Labor Day weekend. So it has been 26 years since we've been
Yeah, that's
together.
a long time.
Oh, he's smelling it. All right, these are ready to go in the air fryer. So the Bonkies made theirs into smash burgers, but we're just going to do regular burgers over here. We've got this pound, and we've got our hamburger press, so he is going to measure those out. We've already got our griddle heating over here. I need to go get our...
How many burgers we making?
Four.
4 burgers.
I need to get our sweet taters in the air fryer. I don't want it to cool down too much.
Just trying to get even amounts here.
All right.
We have to steal some.
There you go. Nope.
We just have to, look, you got to play with it a little bit.
Okay. Now, are you ready? Oh my gosh.
Look, I'm not the one that uses just a pound, okay?
Look, get over it. It'll be all right.
All this fancy stuff, I tell you what.
Just smash it in there.
Watch it get stuck to it.
Yeah, we might should have
Oh,
sprayed
it didn't do it.
didn't.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that right yonder.
I'm telling you what.
That's what did it.
All right.
Now you, oh look, you can kind of.
You should be able to, it should come right out. All right, there's number one. He's going to work on that. I'm going to go over to the air fryer. Let's spray the inside with a little bit of oil and add our sweet taters in there. I'm going to try and get them in an even layer, and they're going to go in at 400. Let's try 12 minutes. Let's just see. So he is smashing them just a little bit, just to widen them out a little bit. And they'll cook faster that way for sure. So I was planning on topping all of them with provolone cheese, but I only have 3. We have one more person that's eating here tonight, so we have some pepper jack cheese. So I thinly sliced that. That will go on one of them. Stephen wanted some chopped onion for his. And then we've got brioche buns right here that we're going to toast on the griddle. We got about 4 minutes left. Ooh, they are looking good. I just wanted to shake them a little bit. Those are looking great. All right, so he's just gonna kind of scrape all that grease off, and we're gonna pop the buns right here on the griddle and get them toasted. Our sweet potato fries just came out, and then I've got our mayo ready to go on our buns. We're gonna put some pepperoncinis on our burgers as well, and these are just about ready.
Thank you for bringing us a very unique hamburger.
Well, it wasn't from me, it was from Jessica. So
Well, thank you, Jessica.
Thank the Bunkies, that's right.
Thank the Bunkies. All right. Oh, yeah, the bun is nice and warm. I love it. Ooh, let's get in here. Mmm.
What?
That's good. Wow.
Is that your new favorite burger?
Babe,
What?
it's like Mississippi pot roast
Right,
in a burger.
right.
Oh, man, that dressing. Oh, man, the burgers, first of all, have a really good char on them.
Mm-hmm.
So you get that char, and then you have like the bite of the pepperoncini
Yeah.
vinegar and stuff.
Yeah.
Or whatever that is. And then just a little bit of the heat from the pepperoncinis.
Yeah.
I got stuff on my phone.
Woo!
Oh,
Was I looking at you funny or something?
you went, yeah. I thought maybe you were trying to tell me something.
No.
Cheese on here is delicious.
You got the pepper jack, yeah.
The cheese with this is amazing. It's like this beautiful synergy. I mean, wow.
Well, I'm so
And then that
glad.
onion flavor, I love onions on a hamburger. This is perfect. I love this is so unique.
All right, well, good.
Wow, this is
Okay.
you're gonna love it.
So you, okay. I was gonna tell you to try sweet tater
I'm
fries.
gonna haul it on.
Well, I'm losing power, so we'll be back, y'all.
All right, look, the fries can wait. You've got to try this burger.
I'm just so thankful that I finally get to try the burger. I thought I was gonna have to wait for him to try the fries and all the things.
Get in there.
All right.
When it hits you, doesn't it? Isn't that amazing?
That is the best flavored burger I think I've ever had in my life.
Isn't that great?
Oh my goodness, y'all. I don't think I ever want to make a burger a different way ever again.
Mississippi pot roast in a burger. You got the gristle of the hamburger meat and just the combination
That mayo.
of flavors. Yeah, the mayo, just what an accent that is.
Wow.
That's amazing.
The bunkies were onto something.
Yes.
That is delicious.
And I think the au jus and the ranch dressing helped caramelize the burger a lot better on the griddle.
Man.
Really good.
That is delicious. Okay, let me try the sweet tater fries.
I go for it.
Seasoned perfectly. Hang on, I'm gonna do it without ketchup. Those are good. They've got a little bit of savory to them with that smoky paprika or smoked paprika. That's good. All right, you try.
Plain. Let's just go without the ketchup. Here we go.
Yep, they got good flavor to them.
Not bad.
I'm telling you, they pair well with this Mississippi hamburger.
Yes, they do.
Yep.
Definitely get the smokiness
Yeah.
of the stuff going on. I don't get a lot of the garlic flavor, which is what I was hoping for, but
Yeah.
the smokiness is there. It's not too overpowering. Good blend, good sweet, smoky.
Right.
You know, really good.
All right, this meal is a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. These burgers are unbelievably good.
I mean, you just can't beat this. Y'all have got to make these burgers. He said, you want to close it out? I said, yeah. He said, I'll let you do that. And he got off camera. I said, no,
Come back.
come on back. Thank y'all so much for watching. Oh, no, you go.
No,
you
go.
You
You
cleared
do
your
it.
throat and everything. Go.
Let me clear my throat. All right, now, what was I going to say?
I don't know. What's up with your clearing of the throat? You've done that a lot today. You all right?
It might have been that workout.
Oh, he did do a really tough workout earlier.
Might have loosened up some of that in there somehow.
Anyway, what were you going to say?
I was going to say this. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button right yonder. Now listen, I just have to say it. If you just go up a little bit, there's a subscribe button right yonder too. If you're not subscribed, listen, it's free.
It is free.
It is free. Hit that subscribe button. And I think there's a little bell there too, something.
Yeah.
About notifications.
Yeah.
Turn that on, and then that way, whenever she uploads,
You'll get a notification. Yep.
We'll be in your ear just buzzing. You got to watch this video.
All right. Well, there you have it. Thank you, commentator. We appreciate that. We hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Let us know below. Have you made any of the ones that are in our top 5, 6? And or do you have plans to make any of them? We want to hear about it. Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to go check out ButcherBox. Use the link below in the description box, and you can do the Thanksgiving Choose Your Offer, where you can choose either a whole turkey, a turkey breast, or a spiral ham in your first box completely for free. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.